folks, how's it going? Welcome to the first of what I hope is going to be many of these little sessions. I'm calling them song sprints at the moment. I haven't really got a name for the channel as such just yet, so if you've got any ideas about that in the future, please let me know in the comments and that sort of stuff. The basic premise of this is that I improvise as many songs as I can in a very short space of time. It's a very useful tool for breaking writer's block, having a brain dump of ideas essentially, and not necessarily worrying about what the results are. It's more about being able to get things down, try new tools, try new techniques and that sort of stuff. So I'm hoping that this is going to be kind of a partially educational, partially just a diary for myself of how I actually have been making these tracks. So far in my Song Squad time, which has been about 6 years, I think, I've made well over 200 tracks. If you head over to my Patreon, which I think is MrWinter Audio, I'll share a link to all the 200 plus tracks that I've done in there, a Dropbox folder that's got wave, like full quality files of all of those. So essentially what's going to happen is I'm going to create a new Pro Tools session that's going to be entirely blank. If you're very new to audio and recording and all of that sort of stuff, you might find these really helpful just as a start to finish of the actual process. I'm hoping that none of these songs are going to take more than 2 hours or so to create from start to finish. One of the rules of Song Squad, or some of the rules, are no preconceived ideas, no covers. We want basically entire brain dumps. I haven't preconceived anything. I'm not going in with any kind of ideas about what I'm going to do. So let's just get started, and I'm just going to open up Pro Tools. What am I going to call this thing? Another thing that I like to do is name the tracks actually before I start, and that kind of gives me something, I guess, to work toward, or give me some sort of kind of something to work with. What am I thinking of? Oh, actually, I was listening to a podcast, No Such Thing as a Fish, last night, and they were talking about solar rain that is plasma on the sun, and that the inside of the sun is 6,000 degrees Celsius, and the outside, the atmosphere of the sun is 1,006,000 degrees Celsius or something like that. And I think there's something about the sunspots that come out are plasma that fall back down into the atmosphere of the sun, and those things there are what they call solar rain. Okay, what have we got? Pro Tools session coming up. What do I feel like starting off with today? I'm thinking probably, what is it? Solar rain. Maybe I am feeling something kind of electro. Actually, obviously there's something about me that makes me want to go for some sort of pad thing. So I'm going to bring up Analog Lab in as an instrument. It gives me a lot of options all at once to be able to find something that's kind of nice. And I'm actually just going to start off with a nice little pad. What's this guy? I tend to avoid the ones at the top of their preset lists, mostly because I think that that's what everyone's going to kind of go for. Weird thing, Comet Tail? Yeah, I reckon I can probably start with something like that. Alright, so pull down that click a little bit and see what we got. Now, that there is our kind of chorusy bit, if I call it a chorusy bit. Now, did I go back to F on that one there as well? I did, so let's get rid of that. Oh, no, too much! Pull up! So that's my F, first F there. Now I reckon if I do that twice and duplicate that, and then bring that back to there. And now we've got double of that. Sweet. Warts and all. So we've got 2 rounds of this. Okay, that's cool. I'm actually going to go with that. Do I want any... I think I might just start with some bass, actually. And I think in this case, I am going to use the Novation Nova. And I want my input to... Ah, look at that. It's already on my Nova. Dung, 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 Nova. So, in theory, which is like a... Is it worth even trying something extra on that? No, I don't reckon it is. I reckon what I actually need is some bass. Okay, let's find ourselves a... No. Oh. With something quite simple. I'm going to take off some of the delay on that though. Bit of chorus. A little distortion maybe. Oh, I was so eager, I was too early. And we need a different part for in there, I think, is the idea. So I'm reasonably happy with what I've got so far. I'm thinking drums. Do I want to play the kick live, I'm guessing is what I'm asking myself, or do I want to do an electronic kick on this and then have everything kind of woo, woo, woo. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fake a kick. I'm going to fake a kick by making an auxiliary channel, and I pull that subquake. A friend of mine, Justin, owns a plugin company called The Cargo Cult, and they make mostly tools for post-production and things like that. His latest plugin is called Subquake, and essentially it's just for making really, really amazing bottom-end kind of growls and thuds and all sorts of stuff. And you don't need anything clever as a trigger for it. It'll take any kind of audio. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to send my click into a bus. Let's just choose a mono bus 4 will do. And then I'm going to make my subquake here. Let's just go down to the Cargo Cult and go straight there. Just make the input of the track the bus. There we go. You can hear that that's actually happening. So if I make that pre-fade now, I can mute my click and it's still going to make me a sub. So let's have a look at the subquake and see what we can do. That's literally just taking the click as an audio input. You can see that it looks like a spike. And I'm going to, well, should we just flick through some of these presets? Music. Well, that's already pretty interesting and wacky. I kind of like that. It's a bit aggressive. I think I like that a bit better without it going up first. It's a bit long. And the tail's a bit long as well. I kind of do want to put some actual drums on it as well. In this basically what I've done there is I've just made essentially what I've got is a track preset that's got 1 to 8 microphones. It's actually 7 tracks, and this last one's a stereo with my overheads. On my drum tracks, I've just got some gates, if we're looking up here, and a couple of EQs just to tidy up. But literally that's all I've got on there. There is some precision timer line stuff that I was mucking around with when I was putting the microphones in to see if phase inversions and things like that, and slipping them a little bit this way or that might get a better drum sound. It's not an amazing drum sound, but for this kind of thing, it's just fine. And you can see that I've got Slapper, another Cargo Cult plugin at the top of each one of them. I was using that as a single person in a room. When I'm trying to get a decent drum sound, quite often what I'll do is I'll put a delay on it that's a really nice clean delay that's going to reproduce exactly what we've got going out half a second or 1 second later, so I can hit the snare and then listen on headphones and actually hear what the results are of me moving the microphone around. So that's a way that I can kind of adjust microphones and that sort of stuff. I'm not saying I've done a great job and that I have a great drum sound by any means, and I'm also not a great drummer, as you are about to find out. Sounding a little bit too crisp up there for me. I'm just going to chuck a quick... I used to tweak and tweak and tweak for hours, right? I used to sit there and go, oh, but the snare sound, oh, but the this sound, oh, but the that sound. And I found that I was never finishing anything. So now I'm more about, is that good enough? And then I go, well, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You know what? I'm actually going to commit this pad because it's the only thing that's MIDI in the session, and I want to fix up that silly tempo change that I've done at the start of it. Source track, let's just hide and make inactive. Insert after last selected track. Yeah, which is the track that I want it to be on. And so it's just rendering out now by doing that commit. It's just making audio of that Analog Lab plugin that I had going on. Just tidy up the head of that drums there because it was obviously a previous take that I was getting excited about. Yeah, I'm thinking that Subquick was nice to play along to, but actually I don't know that it's doing much for me. It was a bit too hefty and a bit too bassy, so I think I'm just going to pull it out of the depths a little bit. You know what? I think this needs a Moog solo for a start. Nice soft one, just to get us in, I think. That was okay until it wasn't. Let's just trim the end of that. Don't need any more of that. Soul fine, soul and rain, soul down, soul and rain. Almost time to think about vocals. Maybe we're doing that. Okay, if I'm doing vocals, I usually lay out at least 8 vocal tracks whenever I'm doing anything to do with vocals. And I'm just going to call them vox, and it'll number them up all nicely for me. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into a routing folder. If you're used to Post-its like VCA spills and things like that, in a kind of a sense, where you can hide a whole lot of tracks and then spill them out when you need to. Very, very useful. Okay, so those go into a vocal folder. I'm going to make all of the inputs one of my microphones. Okay, so you can hear me in here now. I might just mute that MKH50 in here so that we don't get double ups weirdly. And I didn't mean to call you weirdly. No, not you. It's me that's weirdly. It's not you, it's me. Every time. Okay, so let's just do some vocals. What are we going to sing about? Soul and rain, plasma droplets in the sun. Maybe something like that. Plasma droplets? I mean, they are plasma droplets, right? Plasma droplets in the sun. On the sun? I feel your pain. If you're wondering how I'm popping windows around a lot, it's using a little program called Rectangle, where it's keyboard shortcuts to be able to keep Windows on a Mac on a Windows on a Mac window. You know what I mean. Move them around, make them good. Yeah, like that. Million degrees of hurting. Let's just lay one of those down and just see if I can go anywhere further with that. I don't like the million that I got in there, so we'll just try re-recording that bit.
I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting.
Yeah, I'll go with that one. Double her up.
Soul and rain, plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting.
Yep, we'll get another one of those. I don't like the second one of that, but whatever.
Soul and rain, plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting.
Maybe we do a little harmony on the top of that. So, gotta hit that. So, get it out of my throat. Get it up here. So.
Soul and rain, plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting. Soul and rain, plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting.
I did a big vocal thing in there, which was weird. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is make that one file, and I'm going to just chuck a quick little synchro arts. That's it, Vocaline. Okay, so I'm going to use Vocaline to tidy up these backing vocals slightly. So I'm going to capture this one track, and you can see that that's in there now. And I'm going to basically line up my dub tracks and match them timing-wise. So I'm going to load up another one, capture, then render, and you can see that it's done a little bit of a time shift on that. I'm just going to go capture the dub, render that one as well.
Solar rain, plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain, 1,000,000 degrees of hurting.
What's our next lyric? Solar rain. Maybe we do go to Lorraine. So, Lorraine. So, Lorraine. So, Lorraine. I hear you're feeling kinda glum. Kinda maybe? So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum. I feel your pain. Our whole existence feeling numb.
So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum. I feel your pain. Our whole existence feeling numb.
Okay, harmonies.
So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum.
One thing I do try and do when I'm doing backing vocals is not get very heavy on the consonants. I try and lay off the S's a little bit, lay off the B's, the P's, the things that are going to have hard, like T's and things like that, hard consonants or things that are going to build up over time and make it all sound kind of disjointed and out of time. So I try and do a kind of a tho, Lorraine, not quite a tho, but you know, that kind of thing. Almost. I'm not really lisping or taking the fifth.
I feel your pain. Our whole existence feeling numb.
So we've got two kind of line bits. What do we got? What else we got?
So Lorraine,
Poor old Lorraine, eh? Let's play a game. Let's play a game. Where I am you and you are all fun. No, that would be horrible. Oh my God. Let's play a game where I am you and you are fun. Yeah, great. That's not the message. Okay. A world of no pain. Where human folk can be as one. Can be as one. And be a one. Imagine all... Oh, John Lennon? What? Be as one. I don't like be as one. John Lennon. A world of love and empathy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Whatever. Sweet. Should we just try that?
let's play a game where I am you and you are one. A world of no pain. A world of love and empathy. We can hold. Let's play a game where I am you and you are one. A world of no pain. A world of love and empathy. We can hold.
I want to kind of add to this one. Let's play a game where I am you and you are one. That's really high. Wow.
Let's play a game where I am you and you are one. A world of no pain. A world of love and empathy. We can hold.
Okay, I'm going to live with that one, I think, as verses. Where are we at? We do kind of a chorus kind of thing, I guess, where it changes a bit. Those drums are a bit rough, eh? Yeah, they certainly are. Oh! Okay, maybe I'll just tidy up those drums slightly first. I really didn't want to go that way too much. Now, I'm going to call that drum edit drum done. As rough as it is. I'm going to put a compressor over this vocal lot just to get them all sitting in one kind of place together.
So Lorraine, Plasma droplets on the sun. I feel your pain. 1,000,000 degrees of hurting. Let's play a game where I am you and you are one. So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum. I feel your pain.
Okay, well, I've got some drums, I've got some bass, I've got some like paddy, I've got a Moog. I do have some vocals. I don't think we're going to end up in a magical place going there. I don't think I'm going to end up taking it to a whole new place because that's going to take too long and it's just a brain dump, right? So what I might do is I might actually pull back this pad track that's got the MIDI in it. I want to kind of make a choir that matches the pad. So I'm going to make a new bunch of vocal tracks, 9 tracks, 3 parts, 3 times 3 parts, and then I'm going to chuck all of them into a routing folder as well, which is going to be called CHB Vox. I'm going to use the same microphone because actually I know that that's the better microphone for the choir. For the choir? Yeah! Oh. Okay, let's keep those hard left, hard right, and pretty low in the mix. Okay. What I want is not the MIDI to go to that pad. I'm just going to make a new MIDI channel just for a second and see if I can, let's see, if I chuck that down on there. I'm just going to try a horn thing. I don't know if it's going to work, but I am going to use the harmonizer from Antares Harmony Engine. In theory, I should be able to go my MIDI output now to my horn track Harmony Engine channel 1. Now I'm going to go MIDI chord via MIDI. And let's make this my ribbon microphone. It's going to use this Harmony Engine. It's going to use the MIDI that it gets from the pad track that I've already done and send that into the Harmony Engine. And then that's going to create the harmonies around whatever I play on the trumpet. For a start, we are going to compress the heck out of these backing vocals. We are so going to compress the hell out of those.
We can hold.
Bit of verb on that. Where are we going to be today for our verb? I do like Frank Zappa's Utility Muffin Research Kitchen. I can come back a bit.
We can hold.
I'm going to put a plate in before that though, just to actually give it a little bit more depth. I might actually just try a little plate on that one actually, just to...
Thing we can hold.
I like the fact that it's so wacky and just broken. Let's give it some wacky on this. That's better. What I'm thinking now is that I need some bass for that middle bit. I think I'm actually going to do it with the Moog. Okay, we'll be getting close to trying to finish up this track because that's been a couple of hours and I want to, keep it as tight as I can. 2 hours. That'll be tiny mix, maybe last vocal things, maybe a few little eyebrows, and we'll be done. Okay, so let's just give ourselves a little bit more in than that.
We can hold.
That on just if I need an ending there. There was a wrong note in there. So Lorraine may fall. I think I might go there. So Lorraine may fall. Burning rain. Running rain. So Lorraine may fall. So Lorraine may fall. All our hope is gone. Burn in the abyss. Oh, I didn't really mean to go in there. Burn and rain come down. Well, I hope it's gone. Burn in the abyss. There's our chorus. How gloriously uplifting that is. I'm going to put 6 on, even though I'm not convinced that it's actually going to be 6. Make a new routing folder and just call that CH box, because that's the chorus lead box. And they'll all go into there. If I go...
Burning rain, solar rain may fall. Burning rain come down.
Maybe up there.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm going to see if I can make something like that work.
Solar rain may fall. Burning rain come down. All I hope is gone. Burn in the abyss.
I don't know about burn in the burn up in the... It's not an atmosphere, because it doesn't have... I guess it does. I guess it does have an atmosphere. That's what I was just talking about at the beginning of the session, wasn't it? Burning rain fall down, so the rain may fall. Burning rain splash down. The splash is better. All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere. Something like that. Yep. Okay, let's just go with that.
We can hope. So the rain may fall. Burning rain splash down. All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere. So the rain may fall. Burning rain splash down. All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere.
It's pretty rough, guys. Am I going to get away with that? Kind of want to do some harmonies on those, but... So the rain may fall.
Hope. So the rain may fall. Burning rain splash down. All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere.
You know what? We are going to extend this out just slightly. Do that. All of these guys, you come with me. We're in grid mode.
Burn up in the atmosphere.
That's not right. That's not where I wanted to put that. I wanted to put that further down here. There. Let's just... Oops, not what I was wanting to do there, but let's just figure out what is going on here. Did that do something cool at the end? It kind of, well, yeah, cool is, you know, relative. Don't bump into me at parties. I'm so not cool.
So the rain may fall.
Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Okay, if I've got those guys doing that there, I don't want them there. So let's just mute that. I might try like Nectar
Rain splash down.
from Isotope.
All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere. Burning rain splash down. All our hope is gone. Burn up in the atmosphere.
Oh, I do kind of like that little bloop at the end, but doesn't quite finish at the right spot. Okay, now I kind of lost that Moog. We don't really have much space for that Moog anymore in there, do we? I want to kind of go back here, maybe do a dual Moog. Yeah, I'm going to try for that. Maybe make a little solo-y thing that gets us over this weird transition. And then pretty close to being done, I'm hoping. Now, because we're coming into our last chorus, I kind of do want to add a little bit more of that Moog. Get a little bit more interesting over the course of the track. Let's see how we go. No, 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 no. Just let it fade out with everything else, Christopher. Okay, I'm actually going to call that, now I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of a mastery kind of thing on it. Oh, what I haven't done actually is the rhythm bus. And I'm going to make a new auxiliary channel right here, which I'm going to call RHY bus, like so. And you there are going to have an input of my rhythm bus right there. Okay, so the drums go there, bass goes there. Let's chuck this on our Nova as well. Our pad wants to go through there. It can be a little lower in there. Definitely want a fair bit of bass in there. Moog bass maybe, yeah. Once that kicks in, we definitely want that there as well. Horn, I don't really need to worry too much. I might give it a little bit. Give it a little bit. Okay, and so this is essentially like a New York compression style bus kind of thing where I'm just going to chuck a whopping great compressor over it. Now, actually, there was one on that drum track that I thought I might have a try at. Let's just try this guy. I'm not sure if it's going to do what I want.
So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum. I feel your pain, a whole existence feeling numb.
I might give it a bit more grit, actually. Kind of like that one. I don't like that snare in there. It gets rid of the snare, the horrible snare, but I don't think it's going to fix anything for us. That horn at the end is pretty full on. Where was the high note in there? Rhythm bus just kind of ties everything and gives it a little bit more of a whoo in some of the upper mids and things like that. Now I'm just going to chuck on my standard mastering thing that I do on a lot of these tracks, which is a preset that it's kind of a one size fits some things. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it needs a bit more tweaking. A bit much presence in it at the moment. Kind of want to, maybe I should change the tape EQ.
So Lorraine, plasma droplets on the sun.
I do like IEC, I always have.
I feel your pain, a million degrees of hurting. So Lorraine, I hear you feeling kinda glum. I feel your pain, a whole existence feeling numb.
try taking out that pad and that bit where it breaks. Since the vocals are taking over that bit anyway, I figured it may as well just let it do it. Yeah, I hear it. It's me standing up from the drum kit at the end of the record. Now look at that. Let's just get rid of that like that. And then just make a fade out on that. Okay, I'm actually going to call that. Again, once I start tweaking, once I start feeling like I'm doing too much or getting too into it and too kind of... then I just need to stop, move on, bounce it out. That's our track. I do an import after bounce, usually, and I'm making sure that my output is my main stereo output. Here we go. We'll bounce that track out. So that is the first of my live streaming sessions. I may jump back on, do one more in a wee bit. That bounce is just finished, so I'm going to bring it into a new track. I'll make sure that it's not going out the submaster so that it doesn't get a double master on the way out. It goes directly out to the left and right. Let us know in the comments if there's anything you want me to try, if there's anything that you found really interesting, really boring, all of that sort of stuff. I really appreciate hearing feedback, especially when it's kind. And if you're liking this thing then and want me to do some more, then the old like, subscribe, all of that sort of stuff. That's about all. Thanks very much for joining me today, if you joined me today. And I'm either going to be back in an hour and do another stream and do another track, or I'll see you next Saturday. Okay, take care, folks. I think that's all. Ciao.